In every community, there are moments when life becomes overwhelming, when families face impossible choices, and they need someone to walk alongside them. For many families, accessing healthy food isn't just about cost, it's about access. Transportation, distance, and limited options can make it difficult to put fresh, nutritious food on the table. That's why Catholic Charities partners with organizations like The Bulb, a community-led mobile farmers market dedicated to bringing fresh, nutritious produce directly into neighborhoods that need it most. Together, we support local farmers, reduce food waste, and ensure equitable access to healthy food, no matter the zip code. And with opportunities to volunteer at mobile markets, you can see your impact firsthand. But meeting immediate needs is only the beginning. A full life also requires a safe, comfortable place to call home, where families and individuals can rest, gather, and begin again. After finally securing housing, many families walk into empty apartments, rooms with nothing to sit on, nowhere to rest, no pots and pans to cook a meal in. The space is theirs, but it doesn't feel like home. Through our furniture ministry, the emptiness transforms. In just a few hours, a bed, a table, a couch, even simple things like towels or kitchenware become a foundation for stability and a fresh start. What was no longer needed by one family becomes everything another family needs to begin again. A home is more than walls and furniture. It's a place where life begins, where families feel supported, and where hope takes root. Through the generosity of donors and the dedication of volunteers, Catholic Charities helps families not just settle into a space, but thrive in it, restoring dignity and creating a place where they can gather, feel safe, and begin again. A home is also where individuals and families welcome and nurture children. At Catholic Charities, we walk alongside families every step of the way, providing the resources and encouragement they need to grow together.
When I first found out I was pregnant with Tegan, I was not ready. I was scared. I had a loss right before that. I got up into 6 months in pregnancy. I ended up having to go and deliver that baby, but she didn't make it. The following year, I got pregnant with Tegan. I hadn't healed. I wasn't ready for another pregnancy, so I didn't know how to feel with just having another baby. It was scary. I didn't know what to expect, but I was very nervous. Catholic Charities stepped in at the end of my pregnancy when I went on unpaid maternity leave and was out of work. I was facing homelessness, of course, because I couldn't pay the bills. Food was getting scarce. I didn't know how we were gonna do dinner, and things started really getting kind of out of hand. I did not know how I was gonna pay the bills. I literally lost everything. So first, they helped me with counseling. They helped with support, emotionally, financially, with diapers, anything I may have needed with the children, they helped with that. So just overall, everything, literally. I was able to get back into work, gain more hours. They helped me literally with finding daycare and support systems where I can go to work and make more money and more hours to where I can transition into a new home for me and the kids. So I felt like I had someone in my corner. I felt like I wasn't alone anymore.
But even when families have the support they need to welcome new life, not every struggle is visible. Catholic Charities' mental health program meets people where they are, offering compassionate, professional support. Guided by Catholic values, our counselors provide evidence-based guidance to individuals, couples, and families facing life's challenges. With services available in person or through telehealth sessions, we ensure that everyone in our community has access to mental health care and support.
In many cases, priests are kind of mental health triage. In my daily work with families and individuals in our community, there's a number of things that I see. Fear and anxiety are the main ones that I encounter, the main ones that people seem to be encountering more and more on a daily basis. Then we also have lots and lots of people who are dealing with either mild or more severe forms of depression. And so they're living in kind of a cloudy world all the time. Catholic Charities connects people to mental health services by, first of all, making mental health services available. With that, though, one of the biggest things that Catholic Charities does is they raise awareness of the availability of mental health services, which are so poorly available in so many areas. Catholic Charities brings the work of the church, and particularly the work of healing and mental health healing, to those places where it's so often not available. They come to the peripheries. They come to meet the people where they are suffering. One of the things that mental illness can often take is not so much faith or love, but it takes hope. And so part of mental health services and part of what we need is kind of this restoration of hope. I have put people in contact with the counseling services of Catholic Charities, and I have seen their lives changed because where they had so little hope, they now had help.
Every journey toward hope begins with a single seed. At Catholic Charities, we cultivate that hope, helping families and individuals grow, heal, and thrive. Through the Vineyard of Hope, you can be a part of this transformation. Every gift, every act of generosity helps nurture pathways to stability, dignity, and opportunity. Together, we can help our community flourish. Join us. Be a part of the Vineyard of Hope.